Hi, it's Chris Watkin back again at the Kufuffle 2025 conference at Wembley Stadium. And today I'm joined by Josh Phegan, who is considered one of the very best estate agency coaches in the world. Josh, a lot of people out there are not particularly well trained in how to get price reductions. There's a lot of emotion there. The value has probably over-egged the pudding, if to pardon the pun, to get the property on the market. If I'm a negotiator, how do I get a price down?
I think the most important foundational idea is that ultimately, how do I present information in a way that you can accept and understand it? So what's happening to supply? So how many new properties have come onto the market in the last 7 days? What's actually happening to properties that have been sold in the course of the last 7 days? And what properties have actually had a price reduction in the course of the last 7 days? So that's the first foundational idea, because that talks a lot about what's actually going on in terms of market.
So you're not talking about the property, you're talking about
the market more broadly. Yeah. And that's the first conversation. The secondary part is that you don't know what you don't know. So my job is to make sure that I create tension during the course of the sales process. So Chris, what we're going to need to do is I'm going to need to meet with you every week over the course of the first 4 weeks of being on market.
Honestly, once a month is considered good.
And that's what I'm saying, is that I'm switching and changing that. My most productive agents in the UK are now saying, I'm going to meet you every week for the first 4 weeks.
Not even phone.
No, meet with you every week for the first 4 weeks. And it's a 15-minute meeting. And during that 15-minute meeting, we're going to run through where your property's at and to identify what we actually need to do next. Now, let's jump into one of those meetings to quickly show you that. Hey, Chris, lovely to see you. I know that we've only got 15 minutes.
Can you do this by Zoom?
Yep, you can. Yep, we've got 15 minutes or so just to run through a couple of key things. These are the new listings. These are the properties that have been sold. These are the price reductions in market in the course of the last 7 days. Let's have a quick look at it. You've had 3 inquiries when you should have had 20 by now. You've had 3 viewings when you should have had 20 by now. You've had 0 second viewings when you should have had 3 by now. You've had 0 people requesting the info pack when you should have had 3 by now. And you've had 0 offers when you should have had 2 by now. So Chris, where are we at and what do we need to do next? Now here is a menu of the things that we can do. We can change the photos, we can change the video, all the things associated with marketing. These are things we can do around sale method. We can put a timer on it, aka like an expressions of interest, and have a date. Or we could be in a position that ultimately we could actually change the price. What are your thoughts? You're going to say A, B, or C, and I'm going
to say, hold on a second. You told me 450. Now,
sure. So the interesting foundational idea is that literally there's also been 3 price reductions of £50,000 each. Unfortunately, there's also 10 more houses now currently available for sale. The buyer pool is not as strong as one would hope. So ultimately, that's why the market's actually shifting quickly.
So you're using the market to your advantage.
Absolutely.
We tried it at 450. I genuinely thought that was it. But the market's telling me something different. And now we need to dip it in the budget.
And think about percentages, not pounds.
Yes.
So 1%, 2%, 3%, 5%, 10%. And the other conversation is that I'm having that conversation with you 36 hours after signing the agency agreement. I'm going back to what we go to call a set to sell meeting, where I establish benchmarks for you on what you should get. So that way, when it doesn't happen, you go, well, Josh, what do we need to do? So now I'm back in the advisory position. Now, if I want to be a bit softer, I might say, Chris, so there's 3 things we could do. We could do this, we could do this. Because maybe there's a third option that I'm not seeing. What are your thoughts? And I bring you into the decision matrix.
Yeah, because I think 3 days in the UK would be considered a bit too soon.
Sure, but that's the set to sell meeting to establish what you should be expecting at the end of week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. No one knows that it's going to take 300 days. That's on you. So the foundational idea is that ultimately, if we do everything right, we can get to sale agreed within under 30 days. That's why I want to work quite closely in the first month, because after that, it's a long time.
Have you got UK agents doing this? Because most people will think you're
No, the interesting, well, I'm not. But the basic foundational idea is that my dad always taught me that the more intense you are, the shorter the relationship. But if you buy into excuses, we've just had, no one came through this weekend because of the Formula One. No one came through this weekend because of the Wimbledon final. No one came through this weekend because people wait for summer holidays. And you fundamentally believe that, then you've actually become the second owner.
So right. Thank you for your time today.
Lovely to see you.